Somebody made a stinky.
Told you I'd make up for Uncle Carl's.
Everyone deserves to get away from it all. Everyone deserves a better vacation.
Hello guys. Back after a week of being like sick, so sick. I'm still sick, but I've gotten to the point where I don't cough as much, and, and as I say that, of course I get a small cough, but yeah. Aside from that, I'm at least healthy enough to be able to stream at this point. And yes, dude, I know I'm probably still pretty sick, but at least right now, I can at least give decent commentary. Alright. I'll answer the cutie pie stuff when I get more viewers. So probably after one game is when my viewership should spike. And after then I'll answer that. Until then, hold off on it, please. I'll get back to it later, promise. It's actually not even a big deal. Like, it's... Well, it was retarded, but... I'd rather just make the statement in one go, so I don't have to repeat myself like 18 million times. Actually, I think we're oscillating between like 500 and 1200, so give me a sec for it to stabilize. I'm in queue right now, my alt. I know my main got passed for 2 points, so I'll get on there probably soon and see how it works out. How does Riven do against Aurelia? Aurelia wins the lane, like, at a later level. Riven probably does really well early, but, with a lot of matchups, Aurelia, wins as soon as she hits close to level 9 and picks up, her first big item. I still have, a headache, I have a sore throat. Stuff like that. I actually get some water before my queue pops, so I can speak better when I get there. So I'll be right back. Wow, my viewership is really weird. I actually want to see the other Fatality game as well. I actually held off for a bit because I was watching some of the streams. And I was also like in the game, which I just lost with ManCloud from MTW. We kind of threw the game really hard, so hoping it doesn't happen some more. Good counter to Veigar mid, Rise. Man, I'm at 300 viewers. Damn, keeps going lower. I don't even like this should be updated correctly, but it's just like crazy. No, I was so sick. I had fever. I caught like sore throats, coughing, like really serious coughing. Like I couldn't go into public because I was coughing so much that I was getting weird looks while going out. And I like just making it to my car was like I would just cough the whole time there. My cough got so bad like I was giving myself headaches while coughing. And I had like a runny nose. I still have like a few of these symptoms, so this is probably the sickest I'll ever be while streaming. I'm hoping because my fever broke yesterday, last night, and this morning I woke up feeling pretty good. Like right now I'm not feeling that great, I'll be honest, but I should be much better. I think Maokai's a viable middle. I think he's okay middle, not bad. Add-on to use for LOL streams. It's called League of Legends LOL Stream Browser. If you just Google that, the first link will give you to the add-on. No, like the viewer numbers are weird. Yeah, I have 300 viewers. Great. Oh, my spring break was actually this week. So as I got back from Germany, like all I did during spring break was sleep and complain, pretty much. Like I was so sick. It was an awful spring break. I was so sad. To buy XSplit, can a friend use the license as well? I am unsure. I don't know. What time is it in Texas? It's 8:50 p.m. right now. Think of the upcoming patch. I'm excited for a new support champion. But if she's broken, oh, it's gonna be picked every game. Thoughts on Annie? Good. Lacks mobility. AP Nunu top. Void really likes AP Nunu top. But Void likes a lot of things top, so it's like it's hard for me to judge whether or not Void's getting carried by like his like inherent skill or how strong the champion is. I think Nunu top's not too bad. It's just like he can't carry late. His late transition's pretty weak. How do you build a Nivea? I like the Rod of Ages and the Rabadon's build, but you can alternatively get Tier. You can get Mord, very strong. Shover, very gankable though, like super easy to gank. He has no way to get out. If you play Lulu, no. Can you do a Void? Probably not. Thoughts on AP versus AD carry solo mid? AP is more reliable, usually, because most of the ones can just set up kills on AD carries. AD carries don't bring CC, and don't really have mobility. I'll repeat again. I'll answer the cutie pie stuff later as I get more viewers. I don't want to repeat it. It's really annoying having to repeat the same thing over and over again. I get that enough during my stream. I don't want to give myself a bigger headache by announcing it now than having to repeat myself 7 or 8 times. Hopefully I only have to repeat myself 1 or 2 times. Wukong a counterpick to you? I'm not sure. I really do not know how good Wukong is. I know Europeans love Wukong. Wicked especially loves Wukong, tells me it's the greatest champion. And then Void plays like Lee Sin against European Wukongs and goes like 40 CS and zones him at level 5. Like it's ridiculous. I think he's good against Aurelia or something. Watch Walking Dead and come back. Walking Dead's a great show. I'll definitely still be a queue for a bit, so. Runes for AP Nunu mid. Just run MR blues and then like MP5 yellows, Magic Pen reds, AP quints. Or a Moon Mystic quints. We good. Thoughts on these support? No idea. I need to see your numbers. How often do you use attack move? Quite a bit. Not too much anymore, but like attack moving like is vital if you attack move through bushes. I typically run Magic Pen Reds, MP5 Yellows, MR Blues, and AP Quints on almost all my champions mid. Feel about TSM, hard to say. Interesting. Nothing good, nothing bad. We'll see how it turns out there in IPL. I think smart casting is required for high level play. Not required, but I just feel like it's more efficient. Like, it's a reason why people use a mechanical pencil over a normal pencil. Although a normal pencil would be fine, like, mechanical pencil is just generally easier. And, like, yeah, like, I don't know. More reliable, I want to say, for most things. I go AP Quints on Vagar because I have a weird Vagar strategy with 2 points into Q, or W instead of 3, but either could work. Think about Fizz, really good counter pick, but no sustain. So be careful what you pick it against. How are you this evening? Still sick. Any advice for someone who's main support or raise at elo? Don't worry too much about your losses. Like, I would just say do it with a good AD player. Like, not only will it help you improve your bottom lane, but you'll definitely be more coordinated in your lane. Do you think TSM is more of a threat now that Darius is there? Maybe. Possibly. Unsure. My Twitch TV instead of own, I'm like sponsorship pretty much. Partnership, sponsorship. Not the same thing, but just we're pretty much contracted through Dignitas, so yeah. Here that pros that Xerath's super strong, but no one bothers to play him. Okay, there are 2 good Xerath players on North American servers, between 2 to 4 at any given point. From what I understand and what people tell me, Chaucer is one of those. The other one is like a toss-up between a couple players. But notice how like none of the people that I would name would be on any of the top teams of North America. Like they'd be in like the top, maybe the top 8 teams. Some of them have like very specific Xerath players. It's just a champion that not many people play that's strong. Kind of has that like a Nivea vibe. That Europeans play a shitload of Anivia, but no US players outside GG play Anivia. It doesn't necessarily mean that underplayed means underpowered. It's just something that people have to realize. I've been practicing new champions. Okay. Let me go through this once. When I was sick, all I did was complain and sleep. Hate myself. And is that 4? That's 4. And the 5th one is I played Fiora. I played a shitload of Fiora. I literally went through like I never played a Fiora game until this weekend, right? Or this week. I fucking went crazy on Fiora. I have like 20 games of Fiora now. Over the last 3 days, 3 or 4 days. What I've learned is that she is awful. Like she's good. She's good against some matchups 1v1, but like so many counters, no CC, no utility, all damage, good like decent late game, but like easy to gank. Oh, she's so bad. I had like a 40% win ratio with her, like on like a 2.0 KDA. It's like the worst shit possible. She's not even hard to get away from. Like she has a 45% movement speed buff, but it's just like, who cares? She doesn't have CC unless you build it. No, I haven't seen Lulu's numbers. I'm not gonna look at them until she comes out. She is fucking awful, man. All I did was throw that fucking cat at my screen every time I died. Okay, no, maybe not that frequently, because that would be a lot of throws, but I mean, I'm just saying, I was very, very sad. Your friend needs to learn how to play top lane, because Fiora has like 10 counters. She's not bad 1v1. But outside of 1v1, like, the minute, like, the jungle even exists, she can't go for some CS without getting, like, destroyed. The risk factor is just too high for her. They have a name for the cat. I'll get to that later. I call it cat for now. Cat. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay. My elo right now on my alt account is about 36 or 2665, I want to say. Let's just keep. Oh. Can you put up your quality settings so we can see player names? It is already high enough to see player names. There's a widget at the bottom right. Should let you turn up to 720p. Let me know if it doesn't, but it should definitely be able to. I'm at HD quality, so if your quality is lower, it's not on my end. Yeah, it's not on my end. Oh, who stomps up Fiora? It's not the top of my head. Lee Sin, Udyr, Olaf. Even like Nautilus, Aurelia, like Tryndamere, every top lane. Like, oh, it's disturbing how badly she gets killed, and just like beaten, not even killed, like beaten to the floor when she loses the lane. What do I want to pick? What do I want to pick? What do I want to pick? Okay. It took me a while to figure out, but I feel like playing TF right now. I'm probably going to feed horribly, but still in the TF mood. My TF's not the greatest, as a fair warning. Probably going to just go like 0 and 9, but we'll see how it works. Oh, I didn't even realize he already chose mid. Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be so bad. I pretty much lose top to a lot of stuff. Top TF is not the greatest TF, but let's look at the water. Let's see which one of these is top. If Udyr's top, I can handle it. Like, I might be able to handle it. If it's Lee Sin top, I'm probably gonna die and feed horribly. That's kind of what my observation so far. TF does not need a buff. TF is so strong, like unbelievably strong. People don't play him enough. European players now like pick them up. So insane. If you have like a good matchup for him mid, you have easy to gank lanes, easy access lanes for him. It's so good. How to counter Tryndamere? Pretty sure you can just pick Udyr and just right click him. I'm gonna put on slow mode real quick, so this stuff doesn't go crazy once people start joining. Why do you think people don't play TF as much? They do. They do a lot now. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think it's better. Tiger Eater is definitely better top. Phoenix Eater is only good against like very specific things. But for the most part, Tiger Eater is insane. So it gets a lot of players I know. That's usually pretty common when you play at this elo. You play against a lot of players that are very sorry, at least pretty big names, or at least recognizable names. Played against every single one. Legendary Soul right here. Heal Ignite on everything. Like any lane he goes to, just run Heal Ignite, just for the hell of it. Like he goes middle TF, Heal Ignite. Goes 1 in 9, still wins the game. Guy's amazing. I've got the guy is just incredible. If you ever see like streams, high elo streams, so will be in every single game. Oh wow, I almost died. I started Boots 3 top because I just feel like it's the safest thing for me to do, just to keep distance away from Udyr. I know Udyr would be trying to close on me a lot, so you see I ran Armor Yellows for the Lee Sin gank, and I ran Movement Speed Quints. Luckily enough, I had a pretty good rune page for it. Normally, I don't really have a great rune page for every instance, especially top lane. I have shitty rune pages for top. But it worked out. I actually need to go ahead and see where Udyr went. Oh, okay. Udyr's probably waiting in this bush. I hate people who do that. Oh, nope, nope. Ah, blue card. Okay, I'm kind of screwed. So I'm gonna run around. That was just to do some damage right there. And he zones me out of one melee creep of XP so far. Maybe 2 if I don't get in lane fast enough. Nope. Only 1. So, like, that's reasonable. Losing 1 XP is not the biggest thing. You see, I'll just be trying to harass Udyr whenever it's possible. I see he started, he not start, whatchamacallit, one of his stances. Oh my god. So I keep picking blue cards to keep my mana up, forcing him to use all kinds of stuff. Actually, this is gonna hurt quite a bit. Yep. Ooh. Dangerous, dangerous. I kind of knew he would go in on me, all in on me like that, because Udyr's Q at level 1 with the right runes does about 150 damage, 100 plus damage for sure. You have to be careful when you're against Udyr. He does so much damage up front with Tiger. You always have to be very wary. See me picking up random stuff right now. There's a ward up from my friendly Janna. And I actually see that he's out of mana. Oh, what the where did he come from? What the oh, I'm so screwed, I think. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am kind of confused with the... Oh! He went a very odd angle. He went from this side of the jungle up here and around. And it's not definitely something I wasn't expecting. And I don't even know like many people who would expect that. But I was able to kite him all the way down here so my teammates could pick up a kill. And I actually pick up the assist as well. So everything works out for the better for my team. I see mid actually picks up a kill Then during the meantime, I'm still stuck against this Udyr top. But it's nothing I can't really handle right now. He's not really abusing bushes enough to be able to zone me correctly. Because I definitely think he could zone me really, really well. I decided to pick up E at 2 for better harass. Like better auto attack harass. Because I don't want to get like too crazy with card throws, because I don't know if I have the mana to support card spam yet at early levels without MP5 runes. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that top backed out, and I want to say that's a pretty safe assumption. Because I see like he pretty much had no mana, and he had, I think, no health pots either, and so it's a pretty safe assumption that he backed out. I'm gonna go ahead and back out myself. We see actually mid make the play right here. Getting stuck. I think she's dead. But I'm waiting for gold for my Doran's blade right now, or Doran's ring. So quickly just wait for that. I grab another Doran's ring, head back top. This gives me health and very good MP5 in case I just want to spam cards in the wave. Right now CS values for top 26 to 21. I'm doing very well. Udyr decides to pick up no magic mantle, very smart. I would definitely transition to Merc Treads Wits End top build right here against me. It would work really well, and I wouldn't be able to do really anything much against it. I actually pick up a red card to do more splash damage right there. Turn around, throw a card. Throw a blue card. He maxes turtle, which is smart. Please don't hit me. I didn't turn back in time. I'm gonna go ahead and gold card that. Just get that out of the way real quick. So right now my mana is looking pretty low. Just gonna blue card a couple stuff. I see mid pings. He tells me that he wants to come up for the gank. But she misses everything, so... Oh my... I get exhausted, but it was a double. That wasn't worth it at all. I don't know why Lux decided to get... I don't know. As soon as she missed both things, she should have immediately just dipped out. But I guess with Lee Sin there, it wasn't a good option for her. I should have actually warded this top before any of this stuff I did. So I'm going to go ahead and go back with 3 health pots. Another Doran's ring, because I really don't think I'm going to be able to get any items. I'm going to go ahead and grab my boots too, real fast, and then look straight for the Rabadons. So pretty standard TF play, but nothing that I can look to rush. Like, the top situation seems to be very heavily pressured, so I need early game items to be able to survive, especially with Lee Sin ganks. So I have to be very, very careful. I'm gonna go ahead and run up through here, ward, and run out. Hopefully he doesn't know that I warded, but he definitely should at least know that I dropped a ward somewhere, because I had a ward initially and now I do not. So Udyr may be trying to freeze the lane a little bit, but... Oh god, oh god, oh god. Luckily, Udyr Bear stance 1 is not super strong. Or not super fast. But as he starts leveling it, it may become an issue for me in the later stages of the game. So, at least early, it seems like... Oh my god, I picked the wrong card. He's gonna Tiger me for about a couple hundred damage. No, see, I'm spamming damage to him, even though it looks like it's not sticking. I'm forcing him to at least use mana for turtle, like a lot of turtle mana, if possible. And as you can see, my eyes aren't, or my map display is not even looking toward mid or bottom. Like, I don't care what happens because I can't impact it at all. And that's a mistake that people make. Like, when an action happens somewhere on the map, they suddenly shift camera angles toward that area, and that's like there's no reason to do that, I'll be honest. Go ahead and turn back around real quick. My Ignite's up in 10. Might be able to do something fancy with it. I do hit him with that. He actually has to back out of lane now because I don't think he can stay. In fact, I would say if he stays, he will 100% die. Oh, I missed the card. Oh my god. The stun duration at level 2 card is only, I think 1.25. And with Merc Treads, I'm not guaranteed the hit. I didn't realize. Ooh, that's not good. Not good at all. And I was winning the lane like really hard too. I still am up CS, but like stuff like that should not happen if you're paying attention. Go ahead and buy another ward, just because I had the gold for it. And a lot of times I buy 2 wards on my just on all my characters because usually some of the times you can mind game some people because they won't realize that you buy 2 wards at a time. Like a lot of people who play against me realize that now, but since I buy 2 wards at a time, they might think that I don't have certain sides warded that I do. It's just something to give me like a small edge, and in like these games, a small edge is all you need to win certain things. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and head top now. Shoved up mid quite a bit. They just see Lee Sin down there. I have no health pots top anymore, but it shouldn't be a real big issue. Let's see if bottom lane's winning. It's not. Just see, I just lined myself up for a good Q. I missed about 3 CS there. And that was actually almost all of that CS that I missed could have been gotten if I had played it a little bit better, but it's okay. I see Lee Sin's bot, so this is a good time for me to go ahead and ward up. He actually decides to go Phage, which I did not agree with at all. Like I don't think Phage is a strong item to get. With maxing Turtle, might definitely be possible. Oh my god, I messed it up pretty badly. He's gonna ignite, go for it. Oh no, he decided not to. It might have been a better idea for him to ignite and go all in on that because I think he could have killed me there. But luckily he didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 2 health pots and look to gank bottom. Just gonna start running out there now. I don't need full health for the gank. I need about 75%, and I'll still be able to reach it in time. And I see the range of my ult. Go ahead and go for it immediately, and that's should be a free Ash. Oh my god, maybe not. That is a free Ash, but free in the sense that I died as well. And the issue with me going bottom was I actually lose up a lot of top CS. So if you look at CS value 77 to 73, actually ended up he ended up equalizing after I was ahead by about 10 to 15 CS. Lux mid actually 0-3 and down 40 CS mid. Wow, that's very hard. Or very bad, I should say. Let me go ahead and pick up the blasting wand just to do more damage when I can. Yeah, that's really bad CS numbers. Especially with Lux, like he has a lot of AoE potential. I did do a stupid death down bottom, but it's not like I shouldn't have to dwell on it, or I shouldn't dwell on it. Sorry, because it's not worth dwelling upon. Like I can't fix what already happened, and that's something you have to realize. Like it's a mindset you need to have while going to games. Like you're like bad things are gonna happen to you during games, and you're just gonna have to recover. And in a lot of games, like you'll see me doing. Like, yeah, in certain games, like, you'll see bad things happen to me, where, let's say, like, I die in lane to a gank multiple times. And it actually, like, stuff like that should not happen. You should practice to where you don't die to ganks, and you don't die to, like, in lane as well. But, like, occasionally, or maybe not so occasionally, it will happen to you. And you're gonna have to adapt to that. Like, you have to react and be able to move past your deficit to be able to come back from a game. And being able to do that shows, like, the strength of a player. At least, if not, like, the actual mechanical strength of the player, the mental strength of the player. Being able to come back from losses, from defeats. It's actually something that's very important to have if you're looking to play this game in any way, like, at a serious level. Like, everyone I know knows how to recover from losses. Like, all the top teams, the reason why they're top are because even if they fall behind, they know how to get ahead, even after falling behind. So you see, I try to put a lot of damage into him before he turns into turtle stance. Oh! Oh my god! Did my cards go through him? Like, it wouldn't have mattered because this is the Soraka heal, but it looks like I TP'd, and he repositioned himself with the bear stun to where my cards wouldn't hit, and that sucks. That really does. And the Soraka heal completely outplayed me, though. Like, regardless of what would have happened, the Soraka definitely did really, really well there. There's 4 bottom from both teams. I see that. I don't even need to buy. Just gonna go ahead and go top. He takes a blue buff, our blue buff, I think, from right here, because I'm pretty sure I didn't have a blue buff when I killed Brand middle. So he's gonna go ahead and take this top tower. Nothing I can do about it, really. See myself just put some damage into the air. Now he has blue buff. It's even harder for me to kill him, and he knows this. He's gonna be going like crazy aggressive on me, and it's gonna be super hard for me to come back. I don't know what the heck is happening bottom lane. Go ahead and run out. And he won't chase me because there's no reason to really chase. He's supposed to scare me away from stuff. And throw a red card there. Grab the CS real quick. No, I guess he did get it from me. Oh wow, I pulled a... The thing about TF is a lot of what you can do. You can like run around or like through different mini waves. Like a lot of times when I'm middle, I'll run to the side here when my jungler's jungling and throw a blue card at the blue rate to be able to gain free mana. And that's what I was trying to do in on our blue buff right there. Like I ran next to the blue buff and just tried to get whatchamacallit, some E. Oh, God. Trying to get some easy mana back from it, but damn, that coughing fit, man, really bad. Oh, it looks like we're actually gonna go try to make a Baron play. We just killed 2. Their jungler is indeed still up, but their AD is bottom, and I have a blue buff, so I can do a lot of damage. Their jungler is here, which is not good. I'm hoping there's a ward over the edge, but it looks like there won't be. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, once this gets about like pretty low, I'm gonna go ahead and actually ulti. It gets pretty low now. Oh, Shanna outplays so hard. Go ahead and go on Ticksmith here because he's really close. Just look to do a lot of damage here. Oh my god. Oh my, and he flash fails over the wall. Everything worked out in our advantage there. Janna making very, very good plays. Keeping Lee Sin away. And really that's what let us oh boy, I'm so fucked, aren't I? I'm so dead. Oh man, I should have backed out with my team. I didn't think Udyr would actually reach this area so fast. Like, I would be fine with just Soraka. But Udyr ended up running down. He has a 20-minute Triforce, so he's doing really well. I look at it, he's 2-2-1. He's only got 120 CS at 20 minutes. Which is not that great, but everyone's CS seems to be really lacking. Like, no one has really good items for this certain amount of time right now. The exception might be Ashe. Ashe has 166 CS and 2 kills, 6 assists. So her item level is actually really high. And our Rammus' item level is really high through all the kills and assists he's been getting. But everyone else's item level on my team is very, very low. You see all of our lanes actually ended up losing. But with the power of teamwork and Janna, we got the Baron. And so the game's about equalized right now. It's too early to call which team has a clear advantage. But definitely the next team fight should be able to turn. Or should be able to show which team is probably going to win. We go ahead and do that. With TF, as soon as you get enough AP, you can go red card the middle. Oh, I get the gold card there. Actually, pick up another gold. If you double click W real fast after you draw like a gold, if you drew your last card, like, I'm still unsure exactly how the card system works. I understand it's a roulette. I understand it picks off where your last card dropped, but there's a chance you can double click your W to get the same card as the one you just got. It's a system that's a little bit beyond my understanding right now. It's something I need to work on if I'm looking to really seriously pick up TF. A little bit of a brain fart there. I have my Rabadons right now, so as you can see, I got it pretty late, and I knew I'd probably get it pretty late going top. Because top lane is long lane, bad lane for TF, very susceptible to ganks. I didn't even necessarily die to ganks, I just died because I was pretty silly. Go ahead and pick up those. Pick up that. My AP's at a high enough level to where I can one-shot the range minions. And that's always a good level to have on the shover. You need to be able to know at what AP you can clear the back line, or even the front line, depending on how, like, if you're a really good shover, like Galio or something with enough AP, can clear everything. So I can clear everything with gold card, and I max card second. Because not only does the stun duration longer, like the mana return is better for me as well. Ooh, I don't want to go in on this. Oh. I don't mind throwing cards though. Go ahead and throw cards, maybe get some harass in there. You see my mana is actually dangerously low doing this, so I have to be careful. I kind of want to sneak in over here, grab some free mana off the Wraith real quick. And no one really cares if you take a small Wraith. Like, small Wraith's worth like 2 XP. Nothing really happens if you get a small Wraith. But you restore quite a bit of mana if you do, or when you do. Let me go back mid, just to keep my farm up. Top lane's pushing a little bit in our direction, but not fast enough to where I have to seriously worry about it. If they pull blue, See the arrow come in, so arrow is gone for now. Really good. I throw a Q to get that CS, but actually the mini wave shifts to the right, so don't pick up that CS. It's okay. Go ahead and throw my cards. As you can see, the cards are really good poke. And everyone's actually middle right now. So especially now, you have to be very careful. You can't afford to get picked. This is the worst situation if you get picked here. I'm actually not quite sure what slowed me. Might have been an Ash Volley. And when they have pokers like that, you kind of want it to ward over here. So if they stayed any longer, I would have just thrown the ward over there, because I need to see when Brand was casting his abilities. See right now, I shove really well with TF. I actually see that blue is down. So go ahead and back out. We see a Baron timer being given out in chat. I'm reading it. Got 2 minutes on that. I see Corky going bottom. I'm okay with that. Corky heads out bottom, gets some free farm. I'm gonna go sell my wards, pick up 2 options. I can wait for Sheen, or I can buy a blasting one. I don't want to wait too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy my blasting one. I see this pressure mid. I want Corky to come in from bottom, so I go ahead and ping bottom and mid. Someone already cuts me off though, so he's doing a really good job being able to like analyze that and noticing that Corky needs to be middle. And so I know at least I have one person who's able to kind of analyze the flow of the game and see where people need to be at certain times. This is quite an awkward situation right now. A little bit of a Texas standoff. Notice I didn't say Mexican standoff because I come from Texas. Rather it be a Texas standoff. I actually really like this bottom push idea, but Baron just came up, so it's not the best idea anymore. Go ahead and pull a blue card. Do a drive-by blue card right here. Max out my mana. So your AD carry actually getting blown to pieces. That's not good. I should have ulted. I wasn't reading chat correctly. And that's my bad. I kind of so confused why he face checked that, because Corky has both his Q that reveals in bushes and rockets. Oh my god, we barely missed it. This might be death right here. Yep. Oh my god. And that might have just been game right here because I didn't ulti in time. I think they were expecting me to ult, and that was really bad. Because I did read chat like a little bit late because I was really focused on what was happening. I was talking while we were running and stuff like that. And that may have just been like the game loser right there. They actually dived really badly here. Brand's on the wrong side, already casted W, so can't use his abilities. They're forced to blow a lot of ultis just to be able to stay alive. Their tower poke should actually not be able to... Oh wow, they actually pick off the support right there. And not just the support, but they pick out everyone. And so I think that's just pretty much game over. Oh god, I don't know why I ran out there. And so it kind of sucked. I GG out. Look at my teammate's score. The only one that did really well was Sia, the Rammus. Everyone else pretty badly, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with playing that badly. I did say that my TF wasn't very strong, and it's not. I haven't played TF much at all recently. Just something I wanted to play there at that time. Oh, apologize. Oh my god. So you see a little bit of that on stream as well because I still have a runny nose and it sucks. But to stream, I wanted to stream today. I didn't tell people I was going to stream today. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and man up and go through this sickness. Hopefully, get a lot better tomorrow. And the commercial just ended, and you saw me blow my nose. Hopefully, a lot of you didn't see me blow my nose. Sorry. Okay. So I'm making right now. We have whatchamacallit? Duo with Void, but I don't duo with Void. It's the queues are just so long if I duo with Void. Especially on my main account, it's like I just wait like 50 years. It's kind of silly. I guess this is a good time to talk about the cutie pie situation. And the thing is, it got like blown like really far out of proportion. Like there's nothing. I don't know. Like we had a talk after the game, and it was just mainly just a lot of stuff. And one of the things we wanted to talk about was just like how serious people were going to take the game, and like Voice said that message in like a offhand at the very end before like he went into conversation. It wasn't meant to be taken like super seriously, which somehow it just blew up. Like 100% sure, like 100% say like our roster is the exact same, won't be swapped out. It's at least for until IPL 4, our roster is sticking, 100% solid. The only chance our roster changes is if someone dies. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I always just say there's a possibility. So that I'm gonna go ahead and say that puts a lid on the situation. I didn't really anyone to comment on the situation beforehand because it wasn't a good time to, like, you have to be careful when you comment when people have when rumors start like that, because the tides can turn against you pretty fast. So you always have to be careful and at least think about it before you talk, which is why there wasn't an immediate statement from us. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm gonna say. We don't stream scrims for the most part. We only pretty much stream like tourney games that are already getting streamed in other tournaments. Like if Voy wants to, he can stream those. I typically don't stream anything, and as a team decision, we don't stream scrims. Even though our viewership and our fan base might get bigger, it's just a team decision that we had. how do you feel about Talon in his current state? Good counter pick middle, but all right. Let me make this statement because this seems to be where a lot of people don't get it. Okay. So a lot of people give me questions about champions, and the champions are just like, the questions are more like, doesn't this champion see more play? Why does this champion get picked more in competitive play? And even live designers come up to us and ask us, like, why don't we see more of this champion? Everyone says this champion is strong. Why is there no champion picks for this situation? And the real reason why that champion doesn't get picked is because there is a better option. Sorry. Usually a champion doesn't get picked because there's a less risky option available. And I'd like to just make a statement about how that factors into gameplay. Like, you want to always take the less risky option available for the most part. Unless the reward for the risk is a lot greater, for the most part, every single team will take the less risky option. So when you have a decision against stuff like, okay, your decision is to either pick Rise right here, or to pick something that's not Rise, which is a sad decision. I'm really sorry. And I hope like he gets nerfed soon, but like let's not even use it in like binary, like one champion to another champion. Let's do groups of champions. So we have the top tier, the ones that see huge amounts of competitive play. Karthus, Rise, Morgana, Cassiopeia. 4 AP champions that picked, banned, and see like every single game. Was in 85+ % of games in the last two international tournaments, or last two tournaments, both at Kiev and at whatchamacallit, Hannover. Sorry, that slipped my mind. I have a freaking medal right here, and it still slipped my mind. But the reason why you choose these 4 champions is because not choosing them is riskier than choosing them. Like, each 4 of these champions are very, very stable in their strengths, and their weaknesses are very little. All 4 of these champions can deal with ganks. Usually most of them can shove. They're all like amazing champions. It's just ridiculous. Like, all 4 of them have huge amounts of strengths, very low weaknesses, and all scale well. Minus Morgana, who scales in like a team fight utility kind of style, but she excels in not being able to be ganked. Now, when you look at other champions, you look at stuff like Brand. Let's take Brand for instance. He has a skill shot requirement stun. So not only is the stun a skill shot, the stun also requires a primary component before the stun activates. So you have two things that increase risk on being able to escape or being able to secure kills off ganks. So you have two very, like, that's very important. Whereas you look and compare to stuff like Rise. Rise has an instant cast, no cast animation, 0 travel time snare. And when you compare the two, you have to realize that, like, Rise's snare is less risky and more reliable in almost 90+% of situations. And so that's why you pick champions, these strong champions, over these weaker champions. And you'll see these stronger champions a lot more at competitive events. Because what these teams want to do is they want to win. And to win, one of the things you have to factor into winning is minimizing risk. Which is why they choose these champions with way more strengths than other champions. So we'll see stuff like... That's why you don't see Victor picks. You don't see Cat picks from me. Cat is my best champion. You will not see her at a competitive tournament outside of a very situational counter pick. Because she only excels in 2 areas. And you have to be very, very careful because she only fits in like a very few team comps. Those 4 champions fit in almost every team comp. They all bring utility. They all bring differing, varying levels of utility. But those 4 champions will see tournament play day in, day out. You look at the Fatality tournament. What got played today? Rise, Morgana, Cassiopeia. You look at the Hannover tournament. What did we play? Rise. What did Imp5 play? Rise. They played Karthus. We played Cassiopeia. We played Morg. We played Rise. We actually didn't play much Karthus, but just like those 4 champions, like have a lot going for them compared to other ones. If Cat's ultimate became uninterruptible, she'd be broken as hell. But that's just the idea that follows why champions don't get picked. And designers realize this, and when we tell them about that, like it becomes a hard balance discussion, because it's like, what can we do about these 4 champions that doesn't inherently break their kit? Like, Rise's kit, the fact that he scales off mana and every mana item is tanky, means that he inherently does something that no one else does. And he's strong throughout the game, and he's just insane. And so it's like, they can nerf his damage to be nothing. But that might be one of the only ways he might be balanced. But then you look at a kit like Cassiopeia, whereas like her kit is like incredible in terms of being able to zone, in terms of AoE, shoving, range. She even has an AoE CC. She's got single target pressure. Like, what can you do about that? You can nerf the AP ratios, nerf the damage ratios on all 4 of her abilities, but then that might be an issue. Like, then she might have weaknesses in too many areas. Like her early game might be too weak. It's a it's a fine line that like especially the balance designers have to worry about. I'm glad I'm not doing this, because like they come to us for feedback sometimes, and we're just like, there's issues with this champion. They're like, can you expand on that? And we're like, she does too much damage. And like, I would hate to be the one designing balance or doing balance and be giving that answer. Like, someone's like, this champion is too good, and I'm just like, what the fuck can I do with that feedback? Like, you pretty much gave me shit. That's what you gave me. And the thing is, they have to do that. Because not everyone can verbally communicate why something is good. Okay, so look, okay, so here's a good reason. So I've been seeing Veigar come up a lot. So why don't you take Veigar? 1, he can't shove. He has long cooldowns early level, cannot shove. So there's a weakness, inherent weakness in what he does. There's a trade-off. He either has to pick up his AoE, and therefore his single target and trade harass is a lot weaker, or he takes his trade harass and can't AoE well. Additionally, he has very, very low mobility in lane. So if you get on him, he's gonna die. Additionally, his mana costs are pretty high. Luckily the nerf brought them down, or the buff brought them down, but he has issues early game being able to both harass and farm with his mana. So you make a trade-off between doing that. Whereas other champions are like, we'll harass and farm with the same spell using less mana than you do. Stuff like Cassiopeia. And then at that point you look at that and you're just like, that's a serious issue for balance. So I know they're going to hit Cassiopeia somehow. I just can't imagine how without breaking her. And that's kind of on a different tangent. Like, that's why stuff like Aurelia gets nerfed. Like we talk about middle lane balance right now. So middle lane balance is really, really rough to handle. And I would hate balancing middle lane. But I could potentially see where it can be balanced. Top lane mechanics though, I hate top lane mechanics. Top lane, the reason why top lane is an issue, and a lot of people don't realize this, is that top lane is longer. So you have a short middle lane, and you have a long lane like this, much longer, right? This is the worst on-hand devices I can bring to measure length. This is just I could be using my fingers, but okay. Anyway, so here we go. So short lane, long lane, and this is the middle lane, and this is the top lane. The issue with top lane is that top lane is much longer than the other two lanes. Even the bottom lane's longer than the bottom lane. So the issue with that is you have this long lane, and in the long lane, you're farther away from your tower at the middle. and that's usually when the creeps meet up. So that way, when you're taking damage, you're taking harass, you like the long lane amplifies mistakes and damage being taken in that lane, because safety is much harder to get to in the top lane. And so balancing top lane is really, really hard, because if one champion beats another champion at a specific point in time, and maybe carry, like, that could potentially break the balance of the lane. Just because if, let's say, one champion out-harasses the other champion at this part of the lane, you can zone easier off a long lane as well, because of the space, the spacing between the towers. And also, ganks are much easier during that lane as well. So top is just a very, very big issue in terms of balance, in my opinion. Whereas top laners have been able to do it pretty well. There's a reason why I don't play top. I'm not as good as Void being able to handle like the top lane dynamic, which is being able to trade effectively against all champions. Like Void's really, really good at doing that. And in fact, I would say Void's easily like one of the best top laners in the game. And like when you play against Void, you realize how the top lane works, and why it works, like, or how it works, and why it's awful sometimes. Especially if you get counterpicked by Void, because he knows how to pressure an advantage. So when we look for an advantage in lane, usually it comes with trading, right? You trade one spell for another spell and maybe one auto against each other. But in top lane, that one auto or one spell usually leads to a second or third auto attack, and you can't get the safety in those lanes, right? So you take like 100% more harass in the top lane, 100% more trade value in the top lane, and that just kills some champions. And that's why counter picking top lane is so much harder, or so much easier than counter picking middle, because counter picking middle exists, but you're not guaranteed to kill middle. And Reggie always complains about this shit, but you can guarantee a kill top if they even want to be in XP range. But I'll get off of that real quick, because I've been talking about that for a long time. I hope that kind of expands on, at least like picks your brain a little bit about how like the middle top lane dynamic work and why certain champions are played in at least the middle lane. Because the middle lane is very, I don't know, just everything I've talked about so far is what I consider to be pretty true. I understand it's my opinion, but it's really good. At least I hope my opinion's good. And so I'll go back to answering questions now. But I just wanted to get that out, because that's been like kind of on my chest for a bit, and people asked me that, and I kind of went off on a tangent there. Do you see TS and EJ as a threat with their new lineups? It's unsure. I can see them as a threat with more practice, but lineups themselves are pretty much okay. I know I'm number 2 right now. Why is Reginald so bad in mid? I don't know. I'm not the player to ask. I don't like my performance at Hannover. And a lot of people say that I did well at Hannover. I don't agree. I did really bad at Hannover. And I thought I was carried substantially by my team. And that's something that I have to keep in mind when I practice. Because right now, in my opinion, I feel like I'm the weakest link for the team. And I have to improve at a rate to where like I'm no longer like the burden of the team. And a lot of that is just being able to handle the middle lane better. I've already answered the Cutie Pie question. He did not get kicked. Someone else can talk to you about that. I'm not gonna go back and repeat myself. No, like I did, like at Hannover, I think I fed first blood every game. I went like, there was not a single game where I was not like the one with the most stats on the team. Something like that. Like it might have just been because I played Mort a lot, and that champion like is really fucking easy to gank. But I know I didn't do well, and especially during the semifinals, I did awful. Like I remember a specific time during the semifinals where I was just like, holy shit, I'm playing so bad. And if Void was playing any worse, we would definitely lose this horribly. But luckily Void, like during the semis, just like crushed so bad. And we were able to win against AAA. But definitely if we meet up AAA again, so as to probably be more prepared. I'm gonna have to be able to step up to be able to handle MoMA better. And MoMA and their jungler, Linak. How do you lane against Victor with Q augment? What? Morgan Ari aren't. Yeah, like you just pick like Rise. I don't know, and I'm not quite sure about counter lanes to Victor. It just seems like if you farm it out and call for a jungler, like he doesn't have any mobility. Oh, with Q augment, I guess he does have mobility. Just I don't know, pick something that can farm from a safe distance. Can you tell me the name of that ELO plugin? It's ELO plugin. What? It's LOL Stream Browser. What do you think about Imp5? I think they were the best team at the day that they showed up. I think the main reason why we lost is just because we didn't communicate as good as they were, as good as they did, and I will hold to that. I don't think our individual strength is any weaker, or in fact, I would say it's arguably stronger. But I feel like their teamwork and not just their teamwork, their communication was very on point that game, or the games during the final. And really, that's all that matters. Like, if you out-communicate the other team, you'll win. They're definitely the best team at the tournament and the best team that day, and maybe even the best team currently in the world right now. I have nothing but good things to say about N5. They're really good. Biggest statement about Annie. I was asked this a little bit before. Annie, the reason why you don't see much Annie is that she doesn't have any way to sustain in lane, and that's always like something you have to keep in mind. Like, sustain is a big deal in lane. And two, like, her mana costs are really high. And I always have an issue with this, because when I play Annie, like, if I miss a last hit with Q, like if I misjudge the damage with Q, then I don't get the mana return, and that sometimes means I can't harass in lane anymore, because I know the mana value is required to kill. And on top of her high mana costs, she also has an issue where that she doesn't have mobility without flash. Like, she has no way to go in without flash, unless her team does it for her. So she's very reliant on flash. I talked to some people. I was wondering, like, I tried to get some people to think about doing, whatchamacallit, like a small speed buff on the E, but that, like, I thought to myself, like, I didn't want to bring it up with people because I think that might be too strong. Like, just a small thing like a speed buff on the initial cast of her shield might be too strong, and so you always have to be careful with lines of, like, certain kind of balance options, because it's, I don't know, it's an issue. Why you practice Aria more? I don't know. So we have Fudukin, I think, playing jungle or top. He was our Corky last game, and in 0-6. But that wasn't, like, his fault for some of those deaths, so it's not a big deal. We see Janna first pick on the other team. Janna being a very popular pick now after Hanover, after people realize that, like, she's super strong. Someone that you need to be able to keep down at all costs. I have a lot of options here in terms of what I could play. I kind of want to play Annie. And hopefully, playing Annie, I'll be able to show people why I don't think she's that strong. Okay. You played a lot of more at Hanover. Do you think he'll be seeing more competitive? I think he already sees some competitive play. You just have to be careful with Morg, because if you can't pick Morg against certain jungles, and you can't pick Morg against certain mids. So I think he's still really strong. You have to be careful. One way said he's as good as mid as you. I think he's really good at mid. I've stated before that if Voy was not playing top lane, he'd be playing middle lane for our team. I don't know if he's as good as me, but definitely could be a strong possibility. We've never tried. And I know at least his laning is really, really good. His laning is better than mine. Which is something that should be noted, because Like his top skills, his top laning skills, from top lane, transition so well into middle. It's insane. Like a laning against Void and laning against like someone else is like light and day, even if it's another top player. I think Rancher Bros are a reason for a team solo. I don't know. They seem to be doing well right now. Let me go ahead and ask Zion how their team's doing. Because Zion's team was the team that beat us, Average Joe's, I think. And we lost because QDDC'd, but whatever. It's not their fault. QDDC'd, it's just we didn't play on the tourney round. And unfortunate events occurred where we like pretty much 100% had the game in the bag as long as Key didn't DC, and he did. So we lost the game because it was 4v5. Kind of sucks, but whatever. But they're in the finals against TSM right now. I'm asking him to see how he does. We say your strengths and weaknesses. Honestly, I can farm really well, and like I keep up really good work coverage, man. That's pretty much it. I don't know. Like I'm pretty average, above average in other aspects, but I don't know. That's it. That's strengths, and for like weaknesses, like I'm really susceptible to ganks, especially right now. For some reason, like there's been an issue with my thought process and how ganks work. Like there's some ganks that I think can't happen, and they do, and it's bad because yeah, it kind of sucks. I thought the champ selection music was muted, and for some reason it's back up now. I need to get it down. And so we have Caston versus Annie. This matchup was a lot harder when Caston had a 700 range Q, but now like Caston's Q range is like 625-ish. I think the lane's really, really good for me. And a lot of people don't understand that, and hopefully I'll talk about it when we're laning. I don't think Caston can beat Annie in this lane, at least not until 5+. For the simple reason that Annie's attack is crazy. Alright, so the commercials are over, and if people this is the first time you've watched my stream, first, welcome, and second, here's how I do commercials. I play commercials when the game starts and the games end, and that way it's easy for me to keep track of when to play commercials, and I feel like it breaks the flow between my speech the least, and that's two reasons why I do it, and the only two reasons. So we have Raging Kenny. This guy single-handedly carried one of my games before by just being crazy at Blitz. I'm hoping he can show off his Blitz again this game. I think this guy carried me to rank 1, one of my games to rank 1. It's just the most incredible stuff happened. So I'm against Prolly and 2 eHome players. So we're against Morgana Jungle. I'm not quite sure how that works. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. But, well, I mean, we'll see. I definitely played with a Morg Jungle that actually ended up getting a lot of kills because people don't expect it. And unusual stuff actually works out a lot of times. So you see, I give the free Q just so it could drop lower. So he probably come mid. He starts shield. Son of a bitch. Okay, so it's gonna be hard for me to harass him down with auto attacks because the reason why the matchup is not as good for Prolly as people think is because of auto attacks, pretty much. And that's entirely the reason, is that auto attacks are crazy. Especially Annie's auto attack range, longest in the game outside Caitlyn's. 625 auto attack range. Insane stuff. I actually messed up there. Oh my god. I'm actually missing a lot of last hits, and this kind of sucks, but... Go ahead and pop another potion right there. He actually doesn't have any pots, so keep in mind that any harass I get on him sticks. Without go ahead and pop my stun right there. I don't want to keep it. See Alistair coming middle. Potentially for a gank actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge up my stun real quick. And so, actually, our jungle Alistair doing a really fancy gank around the side. And I just shove mid. Cast and misses all this farm. My CS is really bad, but it's mainly because I'm not used to Annie's attack animation right now, because it's the worst in the game. Go ahead and wipe my nose. Can we go back, grab two site wards and potions? Can we go back mid real quick? I see Jungle Morgana come in through mid. He has 63 armor. What the hell? 67. Must be using armor yellows and quints, or just might be yellows defense mastery and cloth 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. My mistake. So, middle actually is not running MR, I don't think. I can go double check. He's running 10 MR. Not quite sure where 10 MR comes from. And Morg tries to do a very interesting gank middle. I'm not quite sure how that was supposed to work, but I guess, like, if she hits me with it, then I can potentially take a lot of damage. The good thing about Annie's auto attack is that it's so slow that it's just, I don't know, it's ridiculous. I'm actually curious if I can look to put some damage there, but actually looks like mid just backs out real quick. You see 3 bottom, actually 3 people going for ganks bottom. I don't know what's happening bottom lane. It looks like our jungler's doing really well, our top lane's doing really well, but our bottom lane's going like 0-4 or something, which is very bad for me. So I want my bottom lane to do well, obviously, but you don't get that luxury in most games. Like, one of your lanes usually always loses, mainly due to jungler interaction or just like they get out skilled, and that's not something you can really control. It just happens. Go ahead and come in. I'm actually level 6 already, so we're doing really well right now. Cannot speak this language. It's like my 3rd language or something. And the Academy actually gets off of that creeps. I missed the CS my last hit. I missed that CS too. Not good. I'm looking to see if I have enough mana to use my full combo, and I do. I was waiting for him to get close enough to go in for the Q on the last hit. Ooh, I should have been able to get him there. I can't get the kill. I forgot. I don't think she can kill me. In fact, I would go ahead and say... Yeah, I got... Oh! Oh my god, Gameplay ulted and killed Cassidy. I didn't even notice. Oh my god. So it's like they're super screwed, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so bad. No one saw that. That was really bad. Oh, that was so bad. Like I did like everything perfect, and then like I just get fucked because I'm retarded. It got too close as my creeps died. But Jungle Morgana not looking too good. Actually decides to go Wriggles this game, or at least Razor, which is interesting to say the least. Top lane's 3-0, mid lane's 3-1. So between the two lanes, we have about 6 kills. Bottom lane is got 4 deaths, I think. Top lane just rolling people, man. Rolling people. See, I just put a lot of damage on mid. So he's feeling really pressured because he's behind by a couple levels now. So you always have to be careful when you're behind by levels. I actually don't pick up a level of shield because I'm so far ahead. Usually you pick up a level of shield because it lets you be able to get your stun up quicker, and it helps in certain harass situations. It gives you free 10 MR at 1. Yeah, 10 to 15 armor MR at 1. No idea what's happening there. But okay, so they can't chase. Actually, I can't kill Prawley with the full combo, so I'm gonna go ahead and just harass him with Q. Sometimes when the stun charge comes up, you wanna just harass with W because the animation is faster. So we get a kill there. I kind of just expected Morgana was to come and try to ult me there. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my Stork shoes now. I need the boots too to be able to close faster. And I should have put on my wards, but like I was kind of really lax because I thought we already had this game won. But I need to be very careful because if you fall into that certain kind of mindset, like that's the kind of mindset where like you throw the game. And that's why you see a lot of throws at high elo, because when you're ahead, you play like you're farther ahead than you actually are. It doesn't just happen at high elo, it happens everywhere. Oh my god. And they just do 1-for-1 middle, which is, I don't even know if that's good for me. Because casting gets stronger, and I don't get any stronger with it, so I have to be careful with the bind right there. I do know Morgana was just there. With the large rod, I do a lot of damage, especially the Morgana. We go ahead and ward this entrance right here. Mor can't really take too many different ganking routes. It's all pretty much the same. Nothing too crazy. And with Annie, there's 2 routes you can go with her in terms of items, and it's pretty much the same thing with most casters. You can decide to either go Rod of Ages or multiple Dorans. And I like the multiple Dorans route on Annie because she doesn't really need max mana. She just needs a lot of damage, in my opinion. But a lot of people disagree and like getting Rod of Ages, and that's not necessarily something that's bad. It's just it's a different style. So I see is mid binding MR 50 MR. I do. The question that I have to think to myself is, do I do enough damage with one flash combo to be able to give someone? And that's when you really have to know like the defensive, like the knowledge of the game comes in during situations like that. And it's very important when playing stuff like a burst caster, because you have to know at what item level can you go all in and get the kill on. And so I'm going to go ahead and keep maxing W because it lets me clear the wave in 1 hit. It's a very important skill for me. Wow, that was a really, really good bind. So now he's low enough for me to kill, 100% now. So keep that in mind. And oh my god. I flashed in with W still on cooldown. So as soon as I flashed that, I realized my mistake. Because I went for my full rotation, and I didn't do the damage. And that's really bad. Really, 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 really bad. Oh man, that was super, super sloppy on my part. And so right now I'm pretty far. Wow. Behind when I was originally, like I was really far ahead at one point, and now it's about even. So I need to be careful with how I want to make plays now. We see bottom lane actually doing badly, and the game is actually equalized really, really fast. Top lane being pretty pissed that the game's equalized, I think. Looking to just take the blue Wraith over the wall real quick. And so I'm not going to make any plays until Ignite comes back up. And maybe even Flash, because I can't really afford to make plays like that when my stuff is down. Unless just something presents itself, which is very obvious to be like a big thing. So I'm going to go ahead and back off right here. Like, I could kill him right now, but there's no way he won't see me coming without Flash. Curious if he stays. I know that the vision range is not that long. He does not stay. I'm gonna go ahead and one-shot the minion line, keep shoving, force him to either miss XP or stay and not be at full health. Go ahead and push in this tower real quick. Very free tower for us right here. Oh my god. As soon as Morgana came in, I knew I had to go in for the kill. It wasn't necessarily anything. I'm thinking what I should be doing in this situation, because if their jungler is going to look to try to come in on mid a lot, I should be looking to, wow, what the heck? Oh, they had to flash in from top lane. Okay. And they'll probably actually die here, all of them, because Cass is bottom. Okay, maybe not all of them, but the plays in this game have not necessarily been pretty big. We have two very super low life players bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and come bottom, just flash farm this real quick and go mid. Because I want at least someone to get the XP for this. Go ahead and flash farm this. No one's dumb enough to stay in this bush at low health. Or if they are, they would stay and then not back out. Top lane's doing really well, doing a very unorthodox build of Executioner's Calling. Something that may potentially be really strong next patch when life still gets nerfed across the board. It seems like Executioner's Calling is not going to get nerfed. So, something to keep in mind. The strength of that particular item is actually very interesting right now. Like, I think it counters a couple things as it is. Like, it counters like Vlad and Rumble lanes. Is he probably going top? Probably actually picking up a Negatron cape to try to counter my burst damage, which is very smart, and that's something that I was actually considering doing myself. We go ahead and run that bot. I see there's a lot of people looking to commit in. Quite a bit actually. You see, I just wanted to go for an easy kill there. I didn't want to use ulti because you don't want to waste your ultis when you don't have to. Go ahead and pick up blue buff real quick because I'm about half mana. I need as much mana as possible to be able to. It's helpful to have as much mana as possible. Also, Annie scales really well with CDR. Oh my god! Oh my god! All right, there we go. I'm gonna pop my health pot and go bottom. So we have 200 mana costs. So he's dead. And I'm not quite sure... Oh my god, she backs out super quick. But it was worth killing the Cassin for sure. Because he had like this super spree. I'm actually going to back out real quick here. I'm actually thinking if Takesmith will come in. Go ahead and kill one. Actually thinking if he thinks he can kill me here. I don't think he can. Oh, but he gets a really good, oh my... I didn't think that he could kill me with that, but apparently he can. So we've been doing, like, all kinds of random shit bottom. And in the meantime, I've picked up about 3,000 gold off the assorted kills that happened bottom lane. So you see me going straight for a void this game. Actually, I don't think the Morgana can tank this damage. And they trade 1 for 1, but they also stopped the drag. So that was worth it in my opinion, because it's very important to be able to keep dragging objectives away from the other team. So we have this guy come in and he uses his Executioner Calling. And he just walks in and... Okay. So we have top lane at 6-1. I'm 5-7-5. Been playing this Annie pretty poorly so far, but not something that I expected to play well in the first place. Because, like I hate playing these champions I'm unused to. They go for pretty easy drag. Nothing really that the other team can do to stop it. So right now, in about 19 minutes, I have so much AP right now. But he has so much MR. What the f... That's insane amounts of MR. So I probably won't be able to put a dent into him until I get Void. And the question that I have to ask myself is it worth it to get Void in a situation when he's the only one stacking MR? I look around and I see no one else really has MR. That's something to keep in mind. Damn, okay. He did max his slow, because that slow at max level is insane. I'm kind of confused what people are doing. What was... There's a ward here and a ward here. I'm going to get those out as fast as possible. Probably a ward here as well. There indeed is. All of us are kind of grouped up in this weird situation where... Oh wow. Actually go in not expecting the kind of damage that comes out from that. Actually probably looking to come out on top. Oh, Eho taking a fatal blow there. I missed the oracles. Oh, I should have gotten it though. I don't know. Probably comes in. He's probably gonna die actually. And I think she's gonna die as well, because I know she doesn't have ulti. There's not really much... Can't imagine her getting out. And actually might pick up more than people expected. If he has flash, does he? Oh, no, he does not have flash. So I'm actually gonna just wait for whatchamacallit. What was that? I don't even know. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for my void. Comes in. I don't know if this guy can get away from blue buff or from red buff, and it might be a little bit, might be really hard to get away from red buff actually. Yeah, it looks like he's not getting out, but he might get hooked into the tower. Oh, or you might just die. Oh man, that was dangerously close. Hurry up and pick up Void Staff. So I should just be able to one-shot anyone on their team right now. And I'm gonna go pick up a Negatron because I don't like getting like gifts, or even with a 15 MR E. Like, it's good to have the Negatron against their double AP jungle, and like their jungle and their mid have AP, and both are typically looking to initiate in on me. There's one death. I don't know if I wanted to. Oh my god. He comes over and the true damage from Cog actually does too much for me to handle. Oh. Oh my god. Fatal mistake by Cassidy right there to dive in because he had no sight of Ezreal. Actually, Gameplay looking to make a big play right here. And Gameplay gets the kill here. But unfortunately, there's a Nasus here with armor, like a lot of armor. So we look to turn on him. I don't know if those two could be able to handle it. I'm about 200 away from my Negatron. Right now, probably is the only one who's really going for me. They're casting. Go. Hate running noses. We have Ezreal going bottom right now. Nothing too big happening around the area. Just he's gonna farm out bottom real quick. Gameplay actually taking the buffs. He ended up getting my blue buff that I died and donated to Caston, and then Caston went crazy and donated to Gameplay. I like to call that strategy buff passing. It's like baton passing, except for with buffs. CS value wise, nothing too crazy. And I'm not going to commit in on that because I know. Oh my god. What just happened? So Probably actually comes in does a lot of damage on me. As this happens more and more, I realize the need to get MR as fast as possible. We potentially are losing the AD jungle Morgana right now. Kills are very even, 26 to 27. Even when our lead was like 11-0, we have a Gameplay that's super decked, like really decked. But he has to be careful because he's no defensive items, and usually Gameplays go like Frozen Atmas because it's very defensively oriented, and while still giving them a lot of key damage. I should have just all-in on the Kog'Maw as soon as I saw him. Fuck it, even with Wit's End, he wouldn't have been able to stand the burst I do. But whatever. It's not a big deal. I might just decide to either go Abyssal or finish off my Zonias real quick. Go ahead and charge up my stun while I'm running. That's something really important to do. So I brought out the black line, but it's not good. I don't know. That's dangerous because Crawley does a lot of. Wow, why is Gameplay not coming? Had Gameplay went in with him, he would have potentially just picked up a triple kill right there. Seriously, why is this song on this playlist? I never understand this. Like this playlist is for like a lot of like game music stuff, and then I hear this song come up every single time I stream. Like there's like 2,000 songs in this playlist. I hear this song every day. I didn't realize, but their Kog'Maw is like super. Like everyone on their team is pretty farmed in terms of their solos. So be really careful in when I go in with Annie. Especially now that I don't have Flash, like that's a big deal. I should have flashed in for that. Like I could have. I don't know. The team fight may have potentially gotten even worse for us if I didn't flash in. Like, why is Ticksmith coming in with no mana? I'm so confused. Okay, we have Nasus who's really decked right now. Gameplay actually going for a GA real quick. Go ahead and pop shield, pick up some easy kills right there. Because shield does a lot of reflect damage. ahead and charge up my stun real quick. I'm contemplating getting whatchamacallit. Quicksilver. Why does that take so long to figure out? But yes, Quicksilver is very, very good. I blow out their morgue, but I don't know if it was worth it because their backline is still up. I got caught there by Cass, which is a really bad idea. They end up picking up some kills there, and they go straight in on their back line, and he just flashes over the wall. So this is a very bad situation for us to be in right now because wow. So they get 3-man killed here, and Cog doesn't fall. And the importance of Cog not dying is that they could have potentially just went to Baron right there, and just pretty much sealed the deal. We go ahead and head toward my blue. Does Cog take my blue on the way to doing Dragon? He might have, but it's worth me checking. He certainly indeed did. I think me and Blitz should be able to pick this. No! And Kog'Maw laughs because he knows it couldn't happen. And not having blue is a big deal for me because it means I can't spam my spells as much during team fights. It's just... it means that my second stun after my first stun comes in up like almost 2 seconds late, which is kind of a big deal in terms of being able to constantly keep the other team pressured. So my goal right now is I've been dying too much, so I need to stay back. Wow, okay, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Well, I do know we just blew an ulti of someone, right? Actually, I need to back out real quick because I'm at super low health. I'm actually gonna stick around just to see if I can throw my Baron certain areas. I don't know if we should do this though. This seems like a very poor idea, especially with Ehome. Ehome's chasing, so I'm not quite sure why he's chasing. But since he's chasing, there's definitely a 0% chance we can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a large rod, and that way when I commit, I can survive the commit with my flash, especially if I go in too deep. I'm gonna go ahead and build that into Zonia's real quick. The idea behind Annie is you just want to be able to light up their high, like super high priority targets. So priority targets for me would be anyone, like, ideally right now I can't really pick and choose. I have to just take targets that are within a good area, or out of position I should say. Ideally though, I'd like to pick out Kog'Maw, because Kog'Maw is really their major damage. Cog and Cog pick up a GA yet? No, he has not. But once gameplay gets Last Whisper, like, it'll be pretty insane. I just call this Suicide Terrorist. It's actually pretty funny. We actually looked to go in on this. God, that Kog'Maw slow is so long. I don't even know. So long. So everyone actually, with Nasus down, could we actually look to do this? This is a kind of risky play, but I like it. I really do. Actually, no, I don't. I don't like it anymore. There's no way Moore can kill me without any AP. Oh, but probably D can. And our gameplay just runs out. Insaner might actually be in dangerous areas right now. Because it... Oh. This guy is doing too much damage. He actually runs away from Gameplank right now. I don't think he has a good way out. He definitely doesn't have a good way out now. Okay, sorry. We have a fully decked out Gameplank now. He's got his Last Whisper. He's double potted. We have an AD carry that's actually not that far up. It's pretty much just Gameplank that's super scary right now. I'm going to look to pick up blue. It's always good to be able to tell your allies when your timers on important cooldowns are up. So I go ahead and tell them my flash is up in 30 seconds. And with the new timestamp indicators, it's really easy to be able to use those to your advantage when someone says that. Go ahead and quickly take this blue, or as quickly as I can. I actually use E just because it adds a little bit damage, very small amount of reflect damage. We really need an Oracles if we want to pressure this area, and they don't even have the Oracles either, so it's very risky for them to be able to move anywhere because with a Blitzcrank on our team, we take control of ledges on like important areas. Blitz actually realizing that he can't safely hold the Oracles, which is smart. Because I don't think he can safely hold the Oracles either. I'm gonna go ahead and just flash for him. I'm about 500 away from my Zonias. I leveled up again, and every level makes your Molten Shield like even stronger. It's like 40-40 right now. It's really, really good in terms of us. I actually need to back out of here. I have to be able to take a large loop around and get to the priority targets, especially in this situation. AD Morg, man. Oh my god. Can he catch? No, he can't. Morg's shield makes it really hard to play Blitzcrank. It's just not something that you want to be playing against. And so Gameplank actually wants to bait. I don't really know how we can bait because I think they have wards. What? Okay, so Ezreal decides to buy, and we know that this place is warded, or at least it's pretty obvious that it's warded. Try blowing my full combo on eHome there, and honestly, he does die, and he's 100% dead now. So it's really good on the Alistar's part to be able to pick up a kill like that, or pick like that, I should say. And it's really hard to be able to chase, whatchamacallit. Wow. I should put my bear here. We go see if we can force bear in here. Really, this is what we're gonna do. Wow. Okay. Well, I kind of am curious what that was supposed to be, but like we couldn't attempt to do a bait without. Okay, so this is obviously warded. Actually curious to see what would happen. Yeah, that cast is so annoying. And the cast actually ends up going out top. So I'm about 50 gold away. I'm gonna go ahead and try to clear out these real quick. Gameplay actually looking to chase Caston, knowing that if he indeed kills this Caston, he's probably good to go, I'll be honest. But if he dies, that's really bad for us. We're probably gonna lose the game if he dies. Yeah. I wish we had a ward for this area so I could try to steal with Tibbers over the wall. But I don't know. Oh my god, as I get there. So this game is like... We're still losing this game, which is ridiculous to me, but also a little bit hilarious, I guess. So I'm kind of in a... I don't know if this is a safe position for me to be in. Trying to farm out to my level 18 real quick. If you notice right now, I don't have much health. And that may be something I might want to try to get soon. Pick up my 5th level Molten Shield. Now it gives me 50-50 resistances. So you look at my 171, 131, that's 181, 141. It's going to be really, really strong for me. But I need someone covering this blue entrance for me. And luckily, he actually, the Blitz already knows that I need help immediately as I'm over here. So he wards very fast. So I'm safe when taking this. Very good for me. I want to say the next team fight is going to be the game ender. And so I pick up, like the GA isn't up on Kog'Maw yet. So we want to look for a fight within the next, probably around 2 minutes. I go ahead and double pot real quick. My flash is up in 15. If I give Kog'Maw as the game starts, the game is more than likely immediately over. Especially if I can just Zonia's after. I really want to catch Cog here, but I need game.